Kak Hana, Kak Hana.
Beli roti, berisikan meses.
Perkenalkan, kami Atskia dan Salman.
Selamat datang di Cultural Night ICMSS.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Greetings to our delegates from all around Indonesia.
Greetings to our friends from Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Singapore.
And welcome to
Cultural Night of the 20th Indonesia Capital Market Student Studies, in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy of the Republic of Indonesia.
First, we want to take a moment to recognize and thank all the delegates and committees that are able to join us today. And first of all, allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Salman Rafi Wardana.
And I am Atskia Zahra.
As your masters of ceremony for tonight's event. We are pleased and honored to welcome each and every one of you in the 20th ICMSS Cultural Night.
But first of all, we would like to express our deepest gratitude for the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy for their endless support towards our event.
Indeed, we would never have been able to make this night possible without their endless support.
So as we all know, we are all here as a part of the series event held by ICMSS, the biggest and oldest international capital market event held by students in Indonesia.
In ICMSS, not only do we organize an investment training, equity research conference, and capital market seminar, but ICMSS also includes the celebration of world cultures by hosting additional casual events to facilitate the enrichment of cultural exchange between participants of the Equity Research Conference.
As you are all aware, our grand theme for this year is
The Great Dissonance, Insights from an Enigmatic Market Ecosystem.
Delegates will be attending various events for this week, started by the opening earlier last Sunday and followed by the Equity Research Conference in the past 3 days.
As for tomorrow and the following day, there will be the Capital Market International Seminars featuring honorable keynote speakers and insightful guest speakers.
And the peak day of our event, we will have a closing night on Friday evening to close the 20th ICMSS.
So I think I'm already very excited to start our cultural night tonight. So without further ado, let's all rise to sing our national anthem, Indonesia Raya. Please stand up and rise for the national anthem. The audience may be seated. Before we continue with our event, we would like to thank the Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy of the Republic of Indonesia, Mr. Sandiaga Uno, as well as the Governor of DKI Jakarta, Mr. Anies Baswedan, for the opening remarks given for our event this evening.
We would also like to thank the Managing Executive of the 20th ICMSS, whom have worked endlessly in ensuring the event went well.
And last but not least, we would like to thank our sponsors and media partners for supporting the event.
Salman, can you explain to us briefly about the agenda for tonight?
Absolutely. So, to start our agenda this evening, we will have an opening speech from the Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Mr. Sandiaga Uno, followed by a speech from the Governor of DKI Jakarta, Mr. Anies Baswedan, as well as a few words from the Managing Executives of the 20th ICMSS. And last but not least, there will be performances from our delegates from all over the world.
Keep in mind, there will also be special prizes for delegates with the best performance and costume. Voting will go live all throughout the event, so be sure to tune in and cast your votes on Zoom and YouTube.
Yes, so without further ado, it is our pleasure to invite the Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy to give us his welcome speech. Please welcome Mr. Sandiaga Uno.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. Greetings to you all, ladies and gentlemen. The Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy, Tourism and Creative Economy Agency has the main task to support tourism and creative economy actors and its ecosystems in Indonesia. Tourism and the creative economy sectors are expected to be able to be the backbone of Indonesian economy and contribute greatly to national economic growth. The 20th Indonesia Capital Market Student Studies, ICMSS, is the largest and oldest capital market event held by undergraduate students in Indonesia. This event is an excellent platform for sharing knowledge, networking, as well as promoting Indonesian culture and tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the challenges that tourism and creative economy entrepreneurs often face is the difficulties in obtaining loans or financing from banking and non-banking institutions. Based on data released by the Indonesia Stock Exchange or IDX, fundraising through an initial public offering or IPO scheme that comes from the tourism and creative economy sectors are still not optimal. In 2019, there were 175 public offerings in which there were 56 new issuers. However, only 11 listed companies are included in the small and medium-scale businesses. Actually, this number increased from 2018, which has only had 6 new issuers, whereas data from the Ministry of Cooperatives and Small-Medium Enterprises of the Republic of Indonesia shows the numbers of SMEs in Indonesia reached 59.2 million in 2019. These circumstances shows the potentials of the capital market as an alternative source of financing for the tourism and creative economy sectors and its ecosystem. Thus, the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy, Tourism and Creative Economy Agency introduced tourism and creative economy entrepreneurs to capital market, especially IPO, Initial Public Offering Scheme, so that tourism and creative economy entrepreneurs can develop their businesses through the capital market and reach out broader investors. Kemenparekraf, Baparekraf has an initiative through the Kreatipo program to introduce the capital market, especially the IPO scheme. This program provides understandings to business actors regarding the terms and conditions of taking the floor on the stock exchange, as well as being a strategic meeting platform for sharing experiences in finding other business models. In result, the participants can get access to financing, from various investors in the stock exchange. I hope the 20th Indonesia Capital Market Student Studies, ICMSS, can educate, generate, and stimulate people to invest in the capital market, especially in tourism and creative economy industry. Therefore, these sectors could rise and come back stronger than before. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Much, Mr. Sandiaga Uno, for the opening speech.
We also would like to give a warm welcome to the Governor of DKI Jakarta, Mr. Anies Baswedan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Izinkan dalam kesempatan ini saya mengucapkan selamat atas terselenggaranya Indonesia Capital Market Student Studies ICMSS yang pada tahun ini memasuki periode tahun ke-20. Ini saya dengar adalah sebuah acara pasar modal terbesar dan tertua yang diselenggarakan oleh Manajemen Student Society Fakultas Ekonomi dan Bisnis Universitas Indonesia. 20th ICMSS mudah-mudahan akan jadi stimulus dan jadi tempat pembelajaran tentang pasar modal bagi generasi muda Indonesia. Apalagi tahun ini ICMSS memberikan perhatian ekstra pada COVID-19 yang kita tahu punya dampak yang luar biasa. Kontraksi yang terjadi di berbagai negara termasuk di Indonesia. Bahkan untuk Jakarta juga, Badan Pusat Statistik atau BPS mencatat pertumbuhan ekonomi di Jakarta mengalami kontraksi dan turun 2,14% minus bila dibandingkan dengan periode yang sama pada tahun sebelumnya. Tapi insya Allah kita akan bisa recover dengan cepat kalau penanganan masalah kesehatannya bisa terkendali dengan baik. Nah, kita semua berharap mudah-mudahan tren perbaikan akan terus menguat, dan khusus pada forum ICMSS ini saya berharap jadi kesempatan bagi adik-adik semuanya untuk belajar melihat situasi nyata dan melihat terobosan-terobosan apa yang bisa dilakukan. Dan kegiatan yang dimulai dengan Cultural Night dari berbagai negara ini mudah-mudahan jadi kesempatan bagi kita semua untuk belajar lintas negara, membangun network, memiliki pandangan perspektif global yang harapannya nanti adik-adik kelak bisa menjadi pelaku-pelaku penggerak perekonomian dengan wawasan global dan memiliki pemahaman tentang masyarakat Indonesia yang kuat. Sekali lagi selamat, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
For the opening speech. Finally, we would like to introduce the Vice President of the 20th ICMSS, Aiki Alkori.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank the Honorable Mr. Sandiaga Uno, Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy of the Republic of Indonesia, and Mr. Anies Baswedan, Governor of Jakarta, for giving us few words to start off this event. I also would like to thank Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy of the Republic of Indonesia for their support making this year's Cultural Night feels so much more special. Also, thank you for all of the 20th ICMSS committee, especially Delegate Relations Division, because without their hard work and dedication, this event wouldn't be possible. In this lovely evening, we have delegates from various countries who will giving us a look of their unique cultures. Before we start off this event, I would like to give a few words. Since its foundation in 2001, ICMSS aims to stimulate, educate, and generate the public, especially college students, in stepping into the world of capital market. It has been a tough time for us all, yet we, ICMSS, still strive to do better and give our most. Although this year's ICMSS feels different, what stays the same is our spirit, commitment, and dedication. And for that, I sincerely thank my teammate from the Managing Executive and all of the 20th ICMSS committee. Without further ado, we welcome you to the 20th ICMSS Cultural Night. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, IKL Kori, for the warm welcome. So, as we all know, all the delegates have been actively involved in this event for the past week. If there's anything you would like to say to the committees or other delegates, feel free to drop your message at bit.ly/ICMSS/SMS, or you can find the link in the chat box.
Okay, so now to start the series of performances tonight, please welcome a special performance showcasing Indonesia's traditional dance by Ligina dancers.
This performance originates from different regions of Indonesia, and it is called Tari Nusantara. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, where have you been? We've missed you for the last few months. Today, you are traveling on a Plus 3030 to the wonderful Indonesia. I will be your service director, here to ensure you to have an enjoyable and safe trip. Please turn off your cell phones to soak in the complete experience of your journey. Follow the safety protocols in the presence of others. When we've arrived, you can begin your journey by feeling the breeze along with the warm sun on your face. Then, you can put on the prepared life jacket when needed. Or use the mask if you feel like taking a deep dive. You may also breathe in a naturally healthy, cool air. Other than keeping yourself sanitized and washed, don't miss the opportunity to bathe in our natural waterfalls. You can also take a bike trip along the scenic forest. Don't forget to fasten your seatbelt as you rush down to our exciting rides. For further entertainment, don't forget to catch our rich cultural attractions. Hear the music harmony. See the extravagant performances. You will also be provided with an endless amount of diverse cuisines. Feast on the deliciously unique taste. And when we do arrive, please stay calm, no matter how impatient you may be. Take your time and use the nearest exit if you wish to have a physical distancing. Well, don't forget your luggage. Ladies and gentlemen, now sit back, relax, enjoy the wonderful Indonesia. Oh, we're so glad to see you again.
Wesat ngepung luhur jauh di awan-awan, beber kelejang cangna bangun tayak keringrang, suku nyarang luas rejang pamatuk menulu, ngapak tega bari hiber matarik nulu. Saha anu bisa nyusulkan matandangna, gandang jeung tertentang payah bandingan mana.
Tanjung Perak, tepi laut. Siapa suka boleh ikut, bawa gitar keroncong biar jangan lupa minum anggur. Tanjung Perak, tepi laut. Tanjung Perak, tepi laut. Tanjung Perak, iya jelas.
Wow, wow, wow. What an outstanding performance of our traditional dance. Can I have another round of applause, please? So the dance we've just seen is Tarian Nusantara, which truly showcased the diversity of Indonesia's culture. Through one performance already, we can get a sense of Batak with Sigulempong, Manuk Dadali from West Java, Tanjung Perak from East Java, and Lembe Lembe from Ambon.
Indonesia is a country that has various culture. As we are made up of thousands of tribes, our culture is very rich, and every one of them has their own uniqueness. Folk songs, culinary, outfits, ritual, and traditional dance.
So yes, as you just mentioned, outfits is one of the cultural heritage from our culture. And now we would like to see the outfits of you delegates. So now for the outfits, we have a representative team from Indonesia that will show us our traditional costume. So can the delegates please turn on your cameras?
Okay, so let us introduce to you a representative team that is Team DW Investment in the name Dali.
Hello, Dali, can you hear me?
Dali, you can turn on your mic.
Okay, hello Dali, how are you?
Hi, Dali.
Okay, can you please start with introducing yourself, your name and what university you come from? Okay, so Dali, can you please share with us the outfit that you're wearing this evening? Yes,
we can hear you.
Yes, Dali, we can hear you.
I made outfit from the head from Bali and
Okay.
departing from their body.
Okay. Okay. That's a very, very interesting. So, to let you
Okay.
guys know, this is one of the example of Indonesia's diverse culture, and there are more to be explored.
We hope that this little introduction to our culture will build your curiosity to visit Indonesia, as there are more to be explored and to be excited for. Okay, so we were just getting started. Salman, do you know what performances we will have after this?
So, of course, after we've saw a domestic performance, we're going to enter the international performance that is
First-
presented by our esteemed international delegates.
First up, we have a performance presented by the Blue Sapphire from Thailand, which is Thai style quarantine, what's in our tummies.
So yeah, I really heard this is going to be very interesting. So for Blue Sapphire, can I listen from you? You guys give a sneak peek or a quick explanation about your performance.
Blue Sapphire, you may turn on your microphone.
Okay, greetings everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
We're Blue Sapphire. We're Blue Sapphire from
Hello, Blue Sapphire. You may please turn on your microphone.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, so we came from Thailand, and our dresses today is I am a boxer today, and we have like the art of Muay Thai, which is the Thai boxing, and this is how we dress. We have like a cloth up on our head today, and also we have a very very unique style of fighting, and the girls are pretty different. So let them express how they dress today.
Okay. We'd love to hear more.
So our costume today is in King Rama 9. Sorry, Rama 5, Rama, and the style is quite old but still unique and attractive. It's like 150 years ago.
Okay.
It looks so pretty.
So you guys submitted a video called "A Thai Style Quarantine: What's in Our Tummies." I've heard it's been very interesting, but I haven't got the chance to watch it. Can you share us a little bit about that? Can you give us a little sneak peek?
Well, actually, the time when we filmed the video for that quarantine, Thai style quarantine, like our situation still like we're still in the lockdowns and stuff. So we decided to like walk you through some of our favorite dishes that we ordered during our quarantine. Since actually we wanted to like take you some other places in Thailand, but yeah, due to the difficulties, so we did our best to like show you some of our like Thai dishes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that sounds so fun. Let's just watch it together.
Okay.
Sawasdeeครับ
And welcome to our episode of Thailand, A Day in Thailand.
Yes, so actually we were asked to do like a cultural video, right? But since we're all in quarantine and yeah, we still have to like keep social distancing, so unfortunately we cannot take you to some fancy places in Thailand. However, we're gonna do it simply, like, right, Big Boss?
Yes, because we are going to walk you through a day in Thailand as in quarantine.
Yes, so today we're here together, all three of us. My name is Tata.
And my name is Big Boss.
And my name is Pin. Yeah, and Pin is filming right now, so this is really homely, right?
Okay, so we're gonna starting off with our breakfast, and we already ordered our breakfast and it came soon.
So let's see what we're eating for breakfast.
Yes. Okay, guys, we are now ready for our breakfast.
Yes, our order are here. So, because let's introduce our breakfast here in Thailand.
So this is our hot and spicy noodle, or we call it Kway Teow Tom Yum, right?
Yes, so actually in many other countries there might be some menus that's specifically made for breakfast, but in Thailand we can have anything for breakfast. So here, me and Big Boss, we have this hot and spicy noodles.
Alright, and we are now ready to eat, so let's go. Ow, ow. Hey, wait a minute. We forgot to present our like masterpiece dishes from Pindori.
Yes.
For my breakfast is congee rice with salt egg and pork. So yeah, how was it?
It's actually quite a famous menu for breakfast in Thailand though. Like if you're asking what we're normally having for breakfast, congee is actually like one of the top 10. Okay. Yeah, it's good for morning though.
Let's have it.
Yes.
Okay, let's eat.
And that's it for our one-day routine in Thailand. It might look kinda too simple here living in quarantine, and we would rather make a travel vlog if lockdown doesn't exist because there are so many places in Thailand we wanted to take you to. But a key takeaway here is that delicious food are everywhere in Thailand, and delivery services are getting much cooler these days. We really hope that after the pandemic ends, you would visit Thailand once and try some of our delicious food. And we hope we could have a chance to visit Indonesia once as well. It's nice to meet you all. สวัสดีค่ะ
We will have a performance from Philippines.
So let's call our next team. Lakan, can you turn on your mic and video? We would like to hear from you.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Okay, okay. So can you share with us what you are wearing today?
So today we're wearing what's called a barong Tagalog. It's our national formal wear. It's made of this material called abaca, or it can also be made out of piña. And it's a very thin material. You can almost like see my skin through it because we're a tropical country, so it gets really hot. So we need like a material that really lets the cool air in. Yeah, and it blends Spanish design and Philippine design because if you look closely, there's like a very complex embroidery on the buttons. So it's like that for most of them.
It looks so comfy and so airy, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so Team Lakan, can you please tell us a bit about the performance that you are going to present?
It's kind of hard to on like what Sapphire did. It's a really nice video. But ours is less of a performance, and it's more of like just us showing off like our country's history and culture because like we're not allowed to see each other even like in these small gatherings. So we had to do our best with what we could do separately.
Okay, we really appreciate it. So we would like to see the video, so let's watch it together and enjoy.
Magandang araw or good day. We are Team Lakan and I am Von.
I'm Ice. And I'm Joaquin.
Today, it is our pleasure to share with you a small piece of our country's rich history, culture, and fantastic places to visit. The Philippines. It is quite a unique name for a country. Have you ever wondered how the country got its name? It all started way back when the Spaniards colonized us 4 centuries ago. A Portuguese navigator named Ferdinand Magellan led a Spanish expedition and discovered the Philippines back in March 6, 1521. He wanted to claim the land for the glory of Spain, but was defeated by a local tribe leader named Lapu-Lapu, signifying the first successful resistance to Spanish colonization. More than 20 years later, another expedition was sent out by Spain led by Ruy Lopez de Villalobos, who later named the country Las Islas Filipinas, which became eventually Philippines in the coming years. The country was named after the Spanish king Philip II. Where Lapu-Lapu succeeded, other tribe leaders have failed, as Spain eventually colonized us for 333 years. After Spain, it was the United States that colonized our country for 48 long years and taught us how to run a democratic country through the Commonwealth government. This plan did not exactly go smoothly as the Japanese invaded us during World War II. They only ruled the country for 3 years, which is why we weren't influenced as much as the 2 former rulers have.
Our long history translated to our rich culture today. As you can expect, the Spaniards had a massive influence on us Filipinos. When they came to our country, they brought Catholicism with them, and up until now, 80% of Filipinos remains to be Catholic. That explains the huge number of churches here in our country. We, Filipinos, imbibe Catholicism so much in our culture that we actually hold these huge festivals called fiestas to honor the patron saint of a specific locale in the country. Some of the most famous ones are the Sinulog Festival in Cebu, to honor Santo Niño, the Child Jesus, the Wata Wata Festival in San Juan, to honor Saint John the Baptist, and the Pahiyas Festival in Quezon, to honor Saint Isidore the Laborer. These festivities include a lot of dancing, singing, and of course, a lot of food. Filipinos are also known for our hospitality, part of our culture saying po and opo to our elders, and doing this gesture called mano to show our respect to them. We place so much value in our community, we have what we call the bayanihan culture. Bayan, coming from the Filipino translation of the word, nation. The community is always willing to lend a helping hand to those in need without expecting anything in return. This all stems from the belief that the community has your back. That's why people are always willing to help one another.
As the largest Roman Catholic country in the Southeast Asian region and coming from over 300 years of Spanish influence on our history, there are so many beautiful churches and Spanish-styled architecture which lives on until this day. Starting things off is Mount Carmel. It houses one of only 3 images of the Blessed Virgin which have been designated as canonically coronated by the Vatican, making it a national shrine. The church has beautiful stained glass windows and wonderful interior above all, and its size can truly live up to the name of National Shrine. Taking a break from religious architecture, we move on over to Intramuros. If you're familiar with Attack on Titan, then I guess you could say this is the Philippine version of Shiganshina, given that it's our walled city. Designated as a UNESCO site meant to be preserved to the best of our ability, the walled city no longer contains the same hustle and bustle as it did back during the height of its power. Rather, it's now teeming with tourists, tour guides, and vendors who educate and enhance their experiences of the rich history within these walls. The architecture remains largely the same, with many of its buildings refurbished to look exactly how it did before, giving you the unique experience of traveling back in time to ride on calesas and walk the stone paths like our ancestors did. Of course, not all beautiful sights in the Philippines are man-made. Our pride and joy are the lush natural landscapes across the islands and provinces of our humble archipelago. We have the Chocolate Hills, which gets its namesake from its brown chocolatey color whenever the dry season comes in. The Sierra Madre Mountains, famous for both keeping our residential areas safe from storms and being shaped beautifully like a goddess covered in greenery. The Puerto Princesa Caverns, home to stalagmites and stalactites that took hundreds of years to form, resulting in its current shape. The mysterious Mount Makiling, said to be home to various fairies and other mystical creatures, with their queen, Maria Makiling, ruling over them. Lastly, we have the beautiful coastal beaches all over the Philippines, be it white sandy beaches, wild waves, or water clear as glass. You cannot go wrong with beaches in the Philippines. And that's that. We hope you enjoyed this little virtual tour and crash course of our country. Who knows? Maybe when we can all see each other again, you can hit us up and we'll give you physical tours ourselves. That's one, nope, 6 minutes, and we'll see you next time.
For the next team, they came from a country with 40,000 Buddhist temples and has over 1,500 miles of coastline.
That's amazing. Let's just call the next team GPN.
Hello, Team GPN.
Can you turn on your camera?
Okay.
Hi.
You guys look very comfortable. So, can you guys tell us more about the performance that you're going to show after this?
Actually, about our preview, mainly show our landmark in Thailand that we like and we proudly present, and I want you guys to enjoy Thailand beautiful scenario, like the beautiful there's a lot of natures and Thai cultures, something like that.
Okay.
So are you wearing your traditional clothes? Okay.
Okay, let's go on to the video then. So without further ado, let's see the video from
GPN.
Team GPN.
Cultured and historic, exotic and tropical, Thailand radiates a golden hue glow from its glittering temples and tropical beaches. With a long coastline and hundreds of jungle-topped islands, Thailand is a classic tropical getaway. Everywhere, life spills out onto the street, and gleaming temples and golden Buddhas frame the landscape. This is a paradise with a rich and varied menu. The nightlife scene in today's Bangkok touches on all points, from trashy to sophisticated, with a distinct emphasis on unpretentious Thai-style fun. A night out is whatever you want it to be. In a city obsessed with commerce, Chatuchak takes the prize as Bangkok's biggest, baddest market, and is just one more reason to plan your visit around a weekend. If it can be sold in Bangkok, you can find it here. Chiang Rai packs intrigue in the form of fresh air fun. This is a great destination for unique cultural experiences, ranging from a visit to an Aka village to an overnight stay in the Yunnanese hamlet of Mai Salong. Step back 800 years in time at Sukhothai, Thailand's most impressive historical park. Explore the ruins of this former capital by bicycle or wander on foot through the crumbling temples. The cultural capital of the north, Chiang Mai is beloved by culture geeks, temple spotters, and families. The old city is jam-packed with temples, born during the reign of the once independent Lana Kingdom. High season runs from November to March, with lush landscapes, peak prices, but mostly clear skies. Be flexible with travel plans July through October. Travel costs in Thailand can range from less than 1,000 baht a day if you enjoy a basic guest house room and a street stall meal, to over 3,000 baht a day for a boutique hotel room and fine dining. Buses are fast, extensive and affordable, although trains can offer a slower but more scenic option between cities. Cars and motorcycles are also easy to rent for local touring. Chit-chatting with locals, eating at roadside noodle joints, climbing aboard shared taxi pickup trucks, whying at sacred temples. Thailand is a tropical getaway for both the hedonist and the hermit.
So we've just seen the video from GPN, but there is yet more mesmerizing performances to come.
For tonight's event, you will be entertained by our wonderful up-and-coming performer,
Amin
Amin Dana.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Aminda, and for tonight's first song, it's from West Sumatra, and it's called Kampong Nan Jauh di Mato. Hope you enjoy. Jo kampuan Induak ayah adik sadonyo Raso mengimbau dan pulang Dan takkan ajo kampuan Takkan ajo kampuan Induak ayah adik sadonyo Raso mengimbau dan pulang Dan takkan ajo kampuan Takkan ajo kampuan Induak ayah adik sadonyo Raso mengimbau dan pulang Dan takkan ajo kampuan Takkan ajo And next up is my debut single. It is called Dua Centang Biru. Hope you enjoy. Dua malam ini sungguh tak percaya mengapa kau datang di mimpi-mimpiku. Mungkinkah diriku juga di hatimu? Sungguh ku meragu, salahkah inginku? Telah kulihat lagi dan ku coba untuk melihat lagi dua centang warna biru pertanda engkau telah membacanya, tapi tak juga ada balasan darimu, tak ada kata-kata darimu. Teganya engkau menghancurkan mimpi indahku. Ingin ku menghapus namamu, ku tak bisa. Telah kulihat lagi dan ku coba untuk melihat lagi dua centang warna biru pertanda engkau telah membacanya, tapi tak juga ada balasan darimu, tak ada kata-kata darimu. Teganya engkau menghancurkan mimpiku. Pertanda engkau telah membacanya, tapi tak juga ada balasan darimu, tak ada kata-kata darimu. Teganya engkau menghancurkan mimpi indahku. Kau hancurkan mimpi indahku. Terima kasih, thank you.
Wow, what an outstanding performance by Aminda. Can we have another round of applause, please? Okay, so we are now gonna be back with performances by our international delegates.
Let's just go right to it, calling out MSE and Co.
Hello, MSE and Co. Are you with us in here this evening? Can you please turn on?
Yeah, we're here.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you please turn on your camera?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Sure, man.
Sure,
Take
it's
all the
okay.
time you need.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. So you're from MSE and Co. Am I correct?
Yep.
Can you introduce us, your name, and where you're from?
Yeah, so my name is Matthew, and I study in Australia, but I'm from Indonesia.
Okay. So what are we going to see after this? Can you give us a little sneak peek about it?
Yeah, sure. So we're going to introduce you the culture of Australia, being the brunch culture. So that is one culture that we want to highlight right here.
Okay. So let's get right to it.
Let's just get into it.
Okay, please welcome MSE and Co.
Let's go.
Hi everyone, we're from Team MSZ & Co. and let me introduce ourselves. My name is Erica, my colleagues are Matthew and Sean. As part of the cultural night, today we're going to present to all of you about the #1 eating culture in Melbourne, brunch. So what is brunch? Brunch is a breakfast and lunch. And this meal, you have to have it on before the midday and after morning on around 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. There's an unwritten rule of being Melbourneian that you must love any meal served before midday and after morning. Thankfully, dozens and dozens of cafes all over Melbourne are more than a match for our breakfast cravings. And our top picks for today is one, Top Paddock Restaurant, second is Stable of Como, and third is Mixed Business. Next. So Top Paddock. The cues for these ones are a good indication of the breakfast awesomeness within. Gorgeous design meets scrumptious food with a focus on quality food produced. Very in love with the blueberry and ricotta hotcakes. It is located in Richmond, Melbourne, with $30 until $45 per meal for the value. Next. So the blueberry and ricotta hotcake, this is the most favorite food here in Top Paddock, and it is berries, maple syrup, seeds, and cream, and it is a must-have for maiden trip just for a token sake. However, you can probably choose to focus on other all-day items if you do come subsequently. It deserves its fame based on the presentation, and people do get very happy just looking at a hotcake added with dozens of photos. The next one will be presented by Sean.
All right, so for our second pick, we've decided to go with the stables of Como. So now for most Melbournians, Como House is synonymous with, primary school excursions and distant memories of actors in period costumes. So growing up in Melbourne, I was no stranger to going to these excursions, but what most of us don't realize is that there's a stunning cafe, restaurant and event space on the grounds, and that it's open to the public, or that it features a bloody frosé stand out front. So nevertheless, it's there. Tucked among gardens of lavender and shady oak trees, this, hidden gem gets used a lot this term. Probably a bit too much, but, it's a hidden gem and everyone talks about it. So the stables itself is set inside a converted horse stable, And the cafe fit out is a classic French country vibe, and with rustic tables, homely details, and cake stands, including vegan treats. So it has distressed timbers and high white painted beams. And outside, they've got a historic courtyard with sunny alfresco seating, froze and donut stands. Even a dedicated dog bar where your pooch can, tuck into some house-made puppy treats. So most of the produce, next slide. So the stables of Como is famous for one special thing and one certain genre. Most of the produce of the cafe is grown right around the corner, so it's absolutely organic. It's grown in Como's dedicated vegetable garden. The chefs are out there every morning picking fresh mint and basil, carrots, cauliflower of the new spring and summer menu. So it's definitely some place that I would recommend personally. Yep. So the next one would be presented by Matthew.
Yep. So the third one that we want to pick is called Mixed Business. It's located in Clifton Hill, and I think it's pretty friendly to the price. It's ranged from $18 to $25 per meal. And I think this cafe really suits you if you like some place that's low key and rustic. So this is the place that you definitely need to go in Melbourne. Yeah, so I guess, so Mixed Business is a Clifton Hills best breakfast spot. We love the sunny garden setting here, and the plum and brekkies is the delish. And also this specific menu called ham hock tearing with smoked potato aioli is actually smoked potato aioli with boiled egg, rye bread, vintage cheddar, tomato, and pickle. This is actually the best for value. I know that I know what you might think. It looks like some over baked breads with some spam, but promise me, it's actually really good and really worth the value. Yeah, so yeah, there's our three, I guess, top cafes in Melbourne, along with the specific menu that we would recommend.
Thank you all for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, MSC and Co, for the presentation. Give us a glimpse more about the cafe and the brunch lifestyle there in Aussie. So, are you guys curious about Vietnam? Because our next team here will be showing us an introduction to the beautiful country.
Let us call our next team, the Titans.
Hello, the Titans.
Yes, we're here.
Okay. How are you? And can you share us a little bit about the thing that you're going to? Okay.
Oh, can you tell us about the traditional
Hi.
clothes?
That's a very wonderful costume.
Yeah, I'm Tom, and this is Free. We're from Vietnam IT Academy.
Okay.
This is actually outside traditional custom of Vietnam, and outside is special because it's not only the type of clothes, but it also holds the soul of Vietnamese, especially the woman. And in our video, we also have a stoppage of, presenting to you guys outside traditional custom and also the beauty and food in Vietnam. Hope you guys like it.
Okay. So let's see the video from our next team, the Titans.
carried me every mile of the way. Want to see your house, your streets, show me all I do not know. Wooden sampans, floating markets, light of gold. All I know of you is the sights of war. A film by Coppola, the helicopters roar. One day I'll touch your soil. One day I'll finally know your soul. One day I'll come to you to say hello, Vietnam. And food is made of stone, watch over me. My dreams, they lead me through the fields of rice. In prayer, in the light, I see my kin. I touch my tree, my roots, my begin. One day I'll touch your soil. One day I'll finally know your soul. One day I'll come to you to say hello, Vietnam. One day I'll walk your soil. One day I'll finally know my soul. One day I'll come to you.
Anh làm gì thì làm, đầu tiên là anh phải có cái tâm. Anh có cái tâm thì anh làm sẽ tốt.
I'll come to you to say hello, Vietnam. To say hello, Vietnam. To say xin chào, Vietnam.
The wonderful video presented by the Titans. So, before going on to our next team, Salman would like to remind you for something.
Okay, so as you guys have joined the conference for the past 3 days, if there is anything you would like to say to the committees or to other delegates, probably a love letter or a confession or anything, something to do with that, feel free to drop your message at bit.ly/ICMSS-SMS, or you can find the link in the chat box.
Okay, so next up, we have another team coming from the Philippines. And it is from
Majore. So, hello, Majore. Can you join us here?
Hi guys.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. So, how are you guys? Okay. So are you guys wearing any particular costume?
So for me, I'm wearing the same clothing as the group from Lacan. So this is called the Barong Tagalog. Maybe you can introduce the costume right now.
So I am wearing the traditional formal attire for females. So it's called the Filipiniana, and it's usually made of piña or pineapple fiber. For our video, we're gonna show the tourist spots in the Philippines. So we hope you enjoyed it.
Okay, so let's get right into the video.
The Philippines is an archipelagic country in Southeast Asia. It is located in the Western Pacific Ocean, consisting of about 7,641 islands that are generally categorized under 3 main geographical divisions from north to south: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. The capital of the Philippines is Manila, while the most populous city is Quezon City. Both are within the single urban area of the National Capital Region. Philippines has a tropical climate that is usually hot and humid. There are 3 seasons: a hot, dry season or summer from March to May, a rainy season from June to November, and a cool, dry season from December to February. Temperatures usually range from 21 to 32 degrees Celsius. The coolest month is January, while the warmest is May. The Philippines has a tropical climate, so it is better to wear light and loose clothing. White and light colors are suggested as they reflect the heat. Save the dark-colored tops for the night. With the remarkable beauty and undeniably friendly locals, the Philippines isn't difficult to love. Most tourists think that the Philippines is just about beaches, but actually, it's much more than that. And just as a trip here will certainly make you fall for everything you see, from the values of everyone you meet to the cuisines being served. It is truly more fun in the Philippines.
Oh, that's a very interesting video. And it's so sad because we weren't able to explore some of the beautiful places in the Philippines before the pandemic.
That's true. I really wanted to go to Bohol, like the chocolate hills.
Actually, we're supposed to go to Cebu. But anyway, since we can't go there right now because of the pandemic, let's travel the Philippines with you today through our vlog. Okay, so what are we gonna do today?
Actually, we gathered questions from our viewers on what they want to know about the Philippines.
But before that,
guys, what do you have there?
so I have here a brittle pastillas. It's made of milk, purple yam, coconut, sugar, and I'm gonna try it today.
It's alright.
Oh, it's sweet.
Yummy.
What about you, Reden?
Yes. For me, I have this. This is called puto, and it's made from rice flour. So it's sticky. It's just small.
Oh,
like
bite size. Okay, so
It's
I
really
have
sticky.
here calamay, and it's made of sticky rice also, but it is soaked in sweet syrup, and yeah, it's super sweet with I think they're like coconut pieces that are fried so that it will be like a little bit crunchy.
When I think of one, I think the most famous one is Boracay. Because, a lot of celebrities usually go there in the summer. And it's one of the best beaches in the Philippines because of its pure white and powdery sand. And there are also a lot of coconut trees on the shore. And the water is actually so clear and blue that it's really the best background for your Instagram posts and stories.
Oh yeah, that's really nice. I also wanna go
Aesthetic.
there. For me, it's gonna be the Chocolate Hills of Bohol. The Chocolate Hills of Bohol are a geomorphic wonder and truly a sight to behold. And it is one of the best places in the Philippines to offer a unique landscape. And with its cone-shaped hills that turn chocolatey brown during the dry season, hence its name. Aside from the Chocolate Hills in Bohol, there are also other fun things to do there. Some of which includes Panglao Island tours, Lobok River cruise, and the Philippine Tarsier Sanctuary visits.
Also, you should definitely visit the underground river in Puerto Princesa, Palawan. I'm sure a lot of you will have fun in this UNESCO World Heritage Site, especially those who are interested in the wildlife like crab-eating monkeys, monitor lizards, crocodiles, and bats. And you can also do some island hopping at Honda Bay if you're someone who enjoys the sun the most.
I think the most important one would of course be the greeting. So the Filipino counterpart of like English greetings like good morning, good afternoon and good evening is actually magandang araw or magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, magandang gabi. So it's really like the greeting, the usual greeting of the Filipino usually moves with time.
Yeah, I also agree that that is a very essential phrase to know, especially if you're moving around here in the Philippines. And I think in addition to that, it is important to know the word salamat or thank you because Filipinos are known for their warm hospitality and acts of kindness. And it is good to compliment back by saying this phrase.
And the counterpart of salamat is actually walang anuman or you're welcome or don't mention it. If the Filipino people express their gratitude towards you and say salamat, in return, you should tell them walang anuman.
And guys, that's it for today.
We hope you learned something from us.
We hope to see you again on our next video. So,
paalam!
Yeah!
Bye!
So thank you for the wonderful video. So
Sadly, we have come to our last performance, but it wouldn't be any less impressive.
So last but not least, let us call out our last team, Apex Frontier. Hello, Branson and Jetijit, are you there?
Hi guys. You can turn on your microphone.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'd like to know a little bit more about your performance after this, your video. Can you share us more about that?
Sure. Our performance really shared with you about the blunt Singapore culture. Nothing really much as exciting as Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia especially, and Vietnam. But so the only costume, so-called traditional costume that you can think of right now is the army suit. So every Singaporean son had to go through the military. That's why we are wearing this suit, this uniform of ours.
Oh, okay. So I think let's cut to the chase. Let's see the video from Apex Frontier.
Hello guys, my name is Gino. My full name is Jit Jang. I'm actually from Thailand. I met this true friend in NUS, or National University of Singapore, in a BBA program. Adapting to Singaporean culture is not easy, but these two friends of mine made it really enjoyable. I have learned a lot of things about Singaporean people, and especially the way they talk is really different with their own language called Singlish. And today we're going to talk about a couple of phrases or words or sound that Singaporean people make when they talk to each other. So let's do the National Day exam of Singlish language together. So let's start with the first question. Walau something, why you like that? Here we're supposed to use walau a. So this means walau a just means that you ask someone why you like that. Walau a, why you like that. Not so bad. He already said sorry. So this here you're supposed to use la. La just emphasize the previous word. So don't so bad la just mean like don't be so bad. He already said sorry. Next one, or you forgot to do your homework. So here we're supposed to use hon. So hon just means you want to blame someone something. Like, hon, you forgot to do your homework. Wait, I go toilet first. So this one is wait So just like sounds that you make. Like, wait, I need to go to toilet first. So wait. Really? Did he really say that? So here we're supposed to use really may. May is also a sound more common in question. So really may. Did he really say that? Something like that. Okay. He's a pro. Don't play. So here we're supposed to use lay. He's a pro lay. Don't play. So it just means that he is a pro. Don't just like chill. Next one, huh? No more coffee? Then give me tea. Yeah, you're supposed to use law. So law is like fine. This one is okay. Whatever, something like that. So no more coffee, give me tea. Okay. So there are
Now that we have heard about what Singaporeans speak, it's time to see what we put in our mouth. So today, I'm here at one of the more famous local food courts at Telok Ayer, where I'll be showing you some of our favorite local foods. So over here, we have the Teochew fishball noodles. So one interesting fact is that in the past, Singapore used to be a trading port and fishing port. So as Singapore and where many coolies work, so as Singapore develops, so does our taste buds. So the Teochew fishball noodles origin traces back to when coolies, at the point of time in the past, they weren't very well to do. So they could only afford 10% of meat, a little bit portion of minced meat. So all they had was minced meat and a lot of carbs to fuel their energy to do their laborious tasks. But as Singapore develops into the nation we are today, so does our food. So we can see that today's Teochew fishball noodles includes a lot more than just minced meat. We have fish cake, fish ball, sliced meat, and even prawn. So it shows that despite our nation evolving, our food does as well. So another dish we have here is the lor mee. So the origin of this food traces back to Fujian, where all the Chinese immigrants, they came over during the pre-war period in Singapore. They came here to do their trade. So they brought their food along. So besides the lor mee from the Fujian people, we also have like many other famous dishes such as Hainanese chicken rice from the Hainanese Chinese, and also the Hokkien mee from the Hokkiens. So Singapore is a very diversified, so we are a multi-racial country, and we're also multi-ethnic. And that we have variation of food and a diversified food culture. So if you're ever down to Singapore, we should try our local food because it's one of the best in the world. Thank you.
Now you have learned about the language culture and also about the eating culture in Singapore. Let me show you the leisure and working culture. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, judges, just behind me is the left of Singapore, and where we see is the leisure culture. Then on your right, you can actually see the famous Marina Bay Sands, built by the late Sheldon Anderson. That is one of the biggest mining port in the whole of Singapore. Gambling, cash is good. Alright, and if you look on your left, you can actually see the Merlion. The Merlion is one of the famous statues in Singapore. Why? Because Son-in-law Utama saw a lion upon reaching this little island of ours. And when they saw the fishermen, they saw the lion, they said, you know what, let's join together, put a Merlion. And the Merlion, why is the Merlion spitting out water? Because just behind the Merlion are a range of bars. And when everyone gets drunk and high, we'll just go into the Singapore River and vomit, same like the Merlion. Alright, just near to the Merlion, we can actually see two little round shaped, durian-like shapes. That is the Esplanade. The Esplanade is actually a way that the Singapore government try and encourage culture and try to encourage art, trying to build on the left side of the brain, to develop the left side of the brain, to create more artists in Singapore. And just behind me, we can see a bunch of hotels, big names, Shangri-La, Ritz-Carlton, Raffles Group, the Raffles Hotel Group, all the big hotel chains, all just right smack behind, which is actually on the left-hand side of Singapore. Now let's give it a 180 flip, and we give a 180 flip, we see the Asian Financial Center, a place where everyone dreams to work. Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs, all your brush bracket, Morgan Stanley, they all reside here, and this is the Asian hub. Second and first to Hong Kong, depends on what you think. This is where everyone in Asia Pac aims to work, dreams to work. Every Singaporean thinks that this is the pot of gold. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you why this is not a pot of gold. But before I tell you that, let me share with you more about the working culture in Singapore. The working culture in Singapore is basically this. Everyone starts their day at 7 AM, hits the office, reach it by 8 o'clock, start their work, in the end all the way. Depends on what role you work. Sometimes some of the lucky ones end at 6, the unlucky one end at 6 a.m. So it depends on what kind of work, what kind of job you want to work. And this is what made a lot of people get burnt out. This is the culture, it's the ugly side of Singapore that you hardly see. You only see the big buildings, the tall skyscrapers, the nice videos, the nice cars, but at what cost? Jack Ma said that he encourages a working culture of 996. 9 to 9, 9 a.m. to 9 a.m., 6 days a week. My experience and the experience of my friends and my peers and my seniors, they don't work 996. They work 9, 12, 7. 7 days a week, 9 to 12. Lack of sleep, lack of rest. But well, if that's what you want, we love it. But if you want to, but what I believe is that the working culture in Singapore here is getting from bad to worse. We need to strive for balance. There's all glitz and glamours. We can all see these glitz and glamours, but this working culture that we see right here, whether is it sustainable or is it sensible? Because making your first $1 million doesn't have to come from this in this manner. So now you have seen the working culture, the leisure culture, the food culture, the speaking culture. It is time for you to decide what do you want and what do you like about Singapore, and go for it. Thank you very much. See you in the finals.
Thank you, our delegates, for putting in their best efforts to serve the best performance.
Today could not have been possible without the presence of our delegates.
We give our deepest gratitude to all delegates who have given their time, effort, and dedication throughout the whole event.
As a part of our token of appreciation, we would like to hand out awards and prizes to several best performing participants.
So, for all participants, you will all be given a chance to vote for the best costume and best performance starting from the video shown after this.
You guys can open the YouTube of the 20th ICMSS and comment in the comment section. And the prizes for the best performance will be 900,000 rupiah per team and 300,000 rupiah per individual for the best costume.
The format for the voting is best costume _ team name and best performance _ team name.
So you guys can ask your friends to join in and comment and support you in this best costume and best performance. So while we wait for the voting, aren't you guys curious to know more about Jakarta?
Fear not, because we have a little video prepared to show you a glimpse of Jakarta, presented by the Delegate Relations of the 20th ICMSS.
Thank you, Delegates Relations, for the very wonderful video introducing Jakarta to our delegates.
Before we announce the winner, up next we have a wonderful video and traditional dance performance presented by the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy of the Republic of Indonesia.
Enjoy.
75,000 years ago, the biggest eruption on this planet centered in this land that changed and reformed our Mother Earth. And the evolution started until we are here, human. The first civilization was initiated in this land 2,500 years ago. It is one of the most historic places in Indonesia. The land of old soul and the untold wisdom. A place we call home. This enchanted land, these traditions have so many secrets for our life. We are here now to be blessed by the land.
Oh, Bulajari, sangat digodoau. Malpuru dalan ni tu akka na marbisuti. Oh, dongan. Sai tangi ona. Sai orong yau. Ratu kita di Portibion. Horas! Horas! Horas!
And now, this is the time to reveal our truth. To be one within and to discover the wonder of life. Listen to it, the song of the universe. The beat of our heart. The fire inside. The wonder of nature. this wonder and this heartbeat. It's the heartbeat of Toba.
Munade bunyi murang, becacak lakas-lakas.
Okay, so thank you for the performance from the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy of the Republic of Indonesia.
And the poll will close in
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for participating, and now it seems like we've come up with a winner.
So the awarding for the best costume with the prize of 300,000 rupiah will be given by the Associates of Delegate Relation. Please welcome us,
Vino, Rania, and Fatin.
Good evening, everyone.
Now we are going to announce the best costume
of the delegates. After careful consideration,
we have decided that the winner goes to Pink
from Blue Sapphire.
Ooh, please give a warm applause for Blue Sapphire. Thank you. Blue Sapphire will receive the prize of 300,000 rupiah as the winner for the best costume. Up next, there will be an awarding for the best team performance by the Directors of Delegate Relations.
Please join us, Hannah, Catherine, and Raffi Perkasa.
First of all, we would like to thank all delegates for their wonderful videos. And now, the best international performance goes to Team Lakan.
Thank you to Raffi, Hannah, and Catherine.
Our congratulations go to Team Lakan and Blue Sapphire for your outstanding entry.
So, and while I have really enjoyed the night, unfortunately, we have reached the end of our event.
Thank you very much for your participations in our cultural night of the 20th ICMSS.
We hope that the event can boost your interest in the cultural heritage of Indonesia and other countries as well.
To end our event for the night, let's capture this unforgettable moment.
For all delegates and committees, please turn on your camera as we'll be taking screenshot of the event.
Put out your best smile.
Please turn on your camera so the committee can prepare for taking the screenshots.
Okay, we will be taking the screenshots for the first slide. In 1, 2, 3.
Okay, for those who haven't turned on the camera, please, we would love to be able to capture this unforgettable moment. So, okay, let's take a screenshot for the first slide. 1, 2, 3. Next.
For the second slide, put out your smile in 1, 2, 3.
Next. Okay.
Okay, so we wish you the best of luck in the future and we hope to see you here in Jakarta.
Minum kopi dingin pakai es.
Kalau minum jangan berdiri.
Demikian Cultural Night ICMSS.
Kami pamit undur diri.
My name is Salman.
My name is Atskia.
Good night and see you.